Welcome, football fans, to Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Tonight, a pair of NFC foes squaring off. It's the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers. Jake Elliott is out ready to kick this one away. And off we go on Thursday night primetime. Isaac Olinda to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. All right, let's get this one on the road. It is first and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And a nice 70-yard chunk on the opening snap of this game.
Well, that run may not have moved the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Burrow setting up the play action. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Running left side by Jefferson. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And no chance at a return as this one heads across the sideline at the 25-yard line. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. They run it with Saquon Barkley. He will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. This one snapped by Dallas Goedert. And give him the 47-yard line, Brock, as he's nestled up right near that 1st down marker.
Well, things weren't about to end after the 1st hit or the 2nd. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Jackson trying to sneak it. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Offense off to a good start, Brock. Here's a 1st and 10 inside of enemy territory. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And he rocks that tackle. brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They gain 11 on that play, and that's good for an Eagles first down.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
First down, on with Barkley. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Tackled by the perennial All-Pro Myles Garrett.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Lamar now from the gun. Connects on the crosser. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Toss play to Barkley. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 49ers' 17-yard line.
We've reached the end of one on Thursday night prime time. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. We're back and excited to start the second. Eagles in a nice spot to put up points. From the gun, Jackson has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be out of bounds at about the 7-yard line, partner. That's where they're going to be set up for this 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get the game's first points here in the second. And that opening series, you use this word a lot with me, Brock, methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start. I mean, great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, and found the end zone as a result.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's Sky Moore on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So out comes the San Francisco 49ers offense, and in a nod to their fans, the faithful, Brock, wearing their alternate black rivalry jerseys this week. A callback, as you know, to the days of Rice, Montana, Young, and company, leading them to those 5 Super Bowl titles. First call here coming from the shotgun. Burrow out of the shotgun. And he can't escape this. The Eagles take him down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
Burrow from the gun. Reeled in by George Kittle. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that gives the 49ers the first.
First and 10 at the
It was such a
36-yard
privilege for me
line.
to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Puka Nacua the target on that throw. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Here's second and 10 now from the 36. Burrow to the air now. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. Caught behind the line here on second down, which is only going to make things tougher for this third down coming up.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Again, it's Burrow. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Thomas Morstead heading back after the punt. And this will be his second effort of the contest. He's got it at the 24. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Eagles about set to get going for their second drive. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, you're going to start to murmur and might even hear a few words.
He's got a gain of 6 there. Nick Bosa makes the stop.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. They go to Barkley again. This is close, but it looks like they got the stop in time. Yep, marked at the 40, and that brings up third down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up third and inches.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Pass complete to Goddard. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. It's a gain of 22. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
First down, here's Lamar. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles grow their lead just before halftime. A.J. Brown, the touchdown! So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles double their lead to 14.
49ers nothing.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
For Philadelphia.
Moore with a return. Escapes a defender. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. First and 10 from the 32. Burrow. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Burrow back to throw. Right side, and that's secured by Kittle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. That's Cox. Again, it's Kittle. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory.
10 yards.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is 2nd and inches. Sticking in the air. It's Burrow. Gobbled up on the right side. That's Ayuk. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Give him 5 on the play. And that means it'll be first down, San Francisco.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Burrow now on first down. He'll drop this down to McCaffrey underneath. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout.
10 yards
and they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
At the Eagles' 31-yard line.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. To the air again. It's Burrow. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Eagles will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
First down 10 at the 25-yard line.
First down throw for Jackson. He's got Devontae Smith. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal. And there's the timeout from the offense. Just 4 seconds left to go. And that play, that should help them get some points here going into the half.
First and goal.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Elliott connects there. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage.
And with that one, you're going to see some salty, foul moods in that locker room. You hate all turnovers, but that one led to 3 points, and you hate those even more.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback. The 49ers are ready to go on offense for the final time in the first half. They're going to need some unlikely magic here if they want to find any points with almost no time remaining. One last play before the break. Throwing here just before halftime. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. Keeps away from one. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Philadelphia has its offense out to start this third quarter. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Here's a toss right to Barkley. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. Now, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
3rd down here, need 8 on the play. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's making a bid for it. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42.
This time of year in Philly, you know what to expect. Cold temps, and we've got them. But the skies are clear tonight at Lincoln Financial Field. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Play action. Now Jackson. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
To throw is Jackson. He'll try to pick, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. On play action, Allen. Into space at the 45. And all the way out to the 46. 23 yards, the final tally. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says, our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people, and right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Eagles are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground and Saquon Barkley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now Jackson. Gives this to Saquon Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Pitch and catch there good for 13. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here's Jackson to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. As they've got it as we resume action. A first down carry for Barkley. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Former first-rounder Derek Brown living up to the billing on that stop.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Jackson. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Barkley inside handoff. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Christian Gonzalez up to make the play. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Niners are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And they'll begin by running the option. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Now Allen. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
Second and goal at the 17-yard line.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Robinson will try to pick it up. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the first. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. Here's Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Here's 2nd and 3. Chase, the motion man right. Here's Jackson. Throw left side, complete to Chase. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing now is Allen. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And take it right on the 30. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Looking to put a drive together. They'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1 yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jackson. Got a man open. It's Chase. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now it's 3rd and 3.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
3rd and 3. Now it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They'll try and throw for it to Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch, going to net them 23 and a first.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now 2nd and 3. From the gun, Bigsby. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Jackson now. He dumps it off to Barkley. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling.
Lamar Jackson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Now, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, good move. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Looking to put a drive together. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Now that run, that's exactly why you stay with the running game. You don't abandon it totally. You stick with it, keep telling your guys to stay motivated, and they found a crease on that play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Ayuk going to go in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now Allen. He's got Ayuk once again. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 6.
And that's good for a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Allen. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Looking to put a drive together. They begin with a run by Barkley. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
Play action. It's Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. And this is complete to Smith. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Devontae Smith. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now Jackson. Room to maneuver at the 35. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Again, it's Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Barkley will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Eagles 14, 49ers nothing. Jake Elliott.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple of yards shy of the 30. Josh Allen in the offense now. Down by 2 touchdowns. 2:22 on the clock. Deuces wild. They've yet to dip the scoreboard tonight. Now they've got to do it twice late if they want a chance here. To the air. Allen is going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on a pickup.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. To throw is Allen. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Here's Allen. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. Allen. Same target, same result. It's Kittle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just...
And this is caught for a touchdown, so hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Throwing, Allen. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but
I like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent, like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.